Hello everyone, it is my sincere pleasure to welcome you to the Deloitte booth, and we're here live at the HR Technology Conference where we have an amazing opportunity to talk to a number of guests about what's happening in the HR technology space. And Marcus is an amazing guest of ours, and if you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself to the viewers.
Yeah, happy to. So my name is Marcus Mossberger. I am part of Infor's strategy team. And my official title, when your boss lets you pick your own title, sometimes you can get creative, I am our Future of Work Strategist.
Awesome.
And what that means is I spend all of my time out here at conferences like this, talking to people like you, talking to clients, talking to prospects, listening to what's happening in the world of work. And then I take all of that back into Infor and say, we should acquire this company, we should partner with them, we should change our roadmap to do this, this, and this. And sometimes they placate me and sometimes they don't.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well then speaking of which, we're at the show. What's some exciting things that you're seeing from an innovation standpoint here at the show?
Well, I've noticed that I think 99.9% of HR technology vendors are now AI fueled, right?
Yes.
I mean, AI couldn't be a more topical theme at the show. I also am hearing a lot about skills and moving to more of a skills-based type of kind of orientation around businesses. And then just bottom line, I think there's an acknowledgement that the world of work is changing dramatically. And we're going to have to change along with it. So it's been really exciting. This is one of my favorite times of the year to come out to this show every year and to hear some of these themes bubble to the surface.
So, and let's go back to your title, Future of Work Strategist. Right. So what is the future of work right now? So if you, I mean, what, you know, and you can do like, you know, Horizon 1, Horizon 2, Horizon 3, or what are you thinking about?
Yeah, you know what, first of all, I think work itself is changing. And one of the most interesting questions, I'd love to hear your perspective on this, is who is going to be the one responsible for re-architecting work? Is that an HR responsibility for us to redesign how humanity works? I think it can be. And then what role will technology play in all of that redesign? Obviously, we hear so much about automation of administrative and transactional tasks that humans don't really want to do anyway.
Right.
So I think that's a big theme. But bottom line is, when you look at the future of work, there's this really good book. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Franz. It's called The 100-Year Life.
Yes.
You have heard of it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'll just reiterate for those folks that don't know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's basically 3 stages of life. You get your education, you work, and you retire. But our children, I don't know if you and I will live to 100, but our kids probably will. And so the question becomes, are those 3 stages still as relevant? Should they be resequenced? So I'll give you some insight into that. I'm 49 years old, and so when I read this book, I went to my wife and I said, okay, you've heard of a gap year, right? I said, when I turn 50, I want to take a gap decade, and I want to leave the workforce and go do what I want for 10 years, and then I'll come back to work from 60 to 80, because we're going to probably have to work longer because we're going to need more money.
Yeah.
So what I mean by all of this is I just think that the very nature of work is changing so dramatically, and people have much more of an open mind about how we might do work differently. The 4-day week is something I'm a big proponent of, and I think that's got legs. It could happen in the near future. But at the end of the day, I do think we're going to spend less time at work.
Okay.
I think we're going to spend that time very differently. I think we're going to require human skills more so than some of the technical skills. We're still going to need digital literacy, right?
Right.
But I think being able to be a good communicator, show empathy, problem solving, critical thinking, those are going to be kind of those transferable skills of the future.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now tie this back to Infor. What is Infor doing uniquely to serve your clients?
Well, there's 2 things. One of the things I'm hearing is another theme here is, my goodness, our lives are so complex. I think it was Josh Bersin that talked the first day about the average big company has 93 different systems that their organization uses. Think about the complexity of the workforce, of logging into and attempting to navigate 93 systems. So first and foremost, Infor is an ERP vendor. We do finance, supply chain, HR, clinical interoperability, and healthcare. On the HR side, we do pretty much everything from payroll to talent management, workforce management. So we give organizations that simplicity of having one single place to go for everything related to somebody's career. The other really interesting thing we do is called talent science. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but it's our behavioral assessment. We've assessed 200 million people and we look at 26 different characteristics of you, and then we use that information to align you with the job that you were born to do, and then we personalize your experience throughout your career because we have information about who you are, how you like to interact, what you like to do. And I think that's really important. I think the next generation likes to personalize their consumer experience.
Right.
We should be doing that at work too, and we are.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, I really appreciate you dropping by. Your insights are always amazing, so thank you very much. Everyone, again, thank you so much for coming and viewing this. We look forward to the next episode. Stay tuned. Thank you again.